These Roblox Rust games were a failure. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another video here on Shredblocks. When you look for Rust on Roblox catalog, you barely see any games. Most of the games are either too old to have a small community or no community at all, like we saw in previous videos. In today's video, however, we look at the failed Rust games on Roblox. Stay tuned and watch because you might have played some of these games in the past. Before we start with the video, however, make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell icon for the latest notifications and updates. This way you never miss out on another video. With that said, let's jump straight into the video. Risen. Risen is the first Roblox Rust game to make it on the list of Rust flops. This game is pronounced as Ryzen rather than Risen. This game was not a huge craze, rather it was meant to be an underground Roblox game meant for a small community. The game had a small community of 300 or so in Discord servers. The owner of the game would regularly release teasers but abruptly stopped leaking updates one day. The owner eventually abandoned Ryzen and started a new project. It turns out the owner left to work on an anime game. Ryzen is among the many Roblox Rust games that have flopped. Alone. Alone Roblox was among the most promising Roblox Rust games, but unfortunately it turned out to be a massive flop, and it's not because of what you might think. The game had good graphics and gameplay, but it was ruined by the developer who got a bit too greedy with money and got blacklisted. The developer had to shut shop and disappeared off social media and Roblox itself. The game was really hyped up and had thousands of views on TikTok, and content creators wanted a share of the game's popularity at one point. At the end of the day, however, the owner got greedy during these releases and didn't pay his team of developers. This was all we heard from the various sources around the web. It could be one of the great Rust games, but unfortunately it was not to be. Project Shannon. The next Rust game that was popular before it was going to be released was Project Shannon. Now, this game isn't dead, but it's not alive either. The developers of this game just took a really big pause, and it's been a month now. The community is also getting restless as they await the game's release. Right now, the game is in a big pause, the developers aren't sharing any updates, and we think Project Shannon is a bust. But hopefully, the game sees a release date in 2022. That's all we can hope for. Revive. We don't need to do much explaining for this Rust game that was supposed to be the next big Roblox game. Pretty much everyone who loves Roblox Rust knows how this game had its downfall. The reason for the game's failure were a lot of reasons. There were personal disputes and developers were not getting paid. The owner of the game couldn't pay to his team because he was going through some personal issues. He also got exposed for something we don't really know about. At the end of the day, we know Revive had to call it quits. The leaks by the owner had some promise, but it was all crashing down due to unforeseen circumstances. Versus FPS. This next Roblox game showed a lot of promise, but unfortunately things didn't work out for this game and it was never released. Over time, the developers just stopped working on the game. Now, the game showed a lot of promise considering the developer worked really hard and the game had some amazing graphics and gameplay. The map was well designed and was overall well modeled. Versus was supposed to be the next big thing on Roblox, but like all the other games on the list, you know these games turned out to be massive failures. Versus was well anticipated by us because we thought the game was going to have some amazing PvP battles and so much more. Now, some of these games still have a chance to be released. Maybe the developers decided to start working on their projects or start new projects to create new Rust games. We can only keep our fingers crossed and hope for the best. We hope you enjoyed this video. Hit like if you did, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel so that you never miss out on any of our videos. With that, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.